The only reason that Maresca is still in this job, right, is because Abramovich is no longer in Chelsea. Because there is no, you cannot play 5 games and you are winning just one, right? The only team you defeated was Lincoln City in the Carabao Cup. You've lost to Bayern, you've lost to Manchester United, you are losing to Brighton. This is actually a very disgraceful loss for Chelsea right at home. There was a time they were interviewing Mikel Obi and he said once they see helicopter in the training pitch, you know that the coach is being sacked. And if only you can see helicopter in Chelsea's training pitch tomorrow, but that's not Abramovich. It's a crazy result for Chelsea. A lot of Chelsea fans are fuming, right? Started by dropping points to Brentford, right? Now moving on to Manchester United. Everybody in this world thought that Chelsea would defeat Manchester United, but guess what? They lost. Now you would want to look at the scenario to which they lost to Manchester United and they are losing today to Brighton. The same thing. Manchester United, early red card, 5 minutes. Sanchez got the red card, left the game. Maresca, of all people, one of the coaches that was amongst the best coach in the world in the Ballon d'Or ceremony, not being able to manage a game properly. Because tell me, how can you be the coach, like one of the coaches in the world, that like the best coaches in the world, and you get a red card and immediately you begin to panic? Like, why are you panicking? Even me, if I'm coaching Chelsea, yeah, and my team gets a red card, you just have to relax. You just have to calm down. But Maresca, it's a no-no. Like, the guy just begins to panic and he makes a lot of blunder. Did the same thing in the game with Manchester United, doing the same thing today, or did the same thing today in the game with Brighton. You got a red card. Very sloppy play from Santos, because I really do not know what Santos was doing there. That was a very, very funny enough. You are facing your goal. They gave you a very simple pass. Just get on the ball and do the business, right? If you are passing it to the back, you pass it to the back quickly. If you want to turn, obviously you cannot turn because the Brighton player was on you. But he refused to decide and immediately was put under so much pressure. He tried moving the ball to the back. He missed it completely. Chalobah had no choice, right? Chalobah needed to defend. Chalobah needed to stop the player. He fouled the player. Red card. They did the VAR thing, checked it for a while, but there is no way that's not a red card. He was the last man there. He fouled the Brighton player because the guy was clean on goal. A lot of persons would say, and Chalobah should have just, allowed him to score. But obviously, he's a defender. At that moment, he had to think. He had to take a decision, right? And he did his best. He did his bit, but he couldn't stop the player, and he got the red card out. Ladies and gentlemen, Enzo Maresca starts is regular. What he does all the time. Immediately removed Santos. Like, even I was like, take him off, because you cannot mess up the game and you want well. But then I was saying to somebody that was sitting close, because I was watching the game like in the viewing center and stuff like that. And I was saying to somebody, just relax. Maresca, you just got a red card, right? Just chill, just calm down and watch the game. But no, immediately Maresca begins to panic. You are not the best coach, or you are not amongst the top 5 coaches in the world if you are making silly mistakes like this. In fact, you are amongst the worst coaches in the world. Maresca should be coaching Lincoln City. Maresca should be coaching Grimsby. Because there is no how you are coaching one of the biggest clubs in the world, in fact, the world champion. Although a lot of persons will be like, but Maresca made you guys carry the Club World Cup and the conference whatsoever. Bro, Maresca is very, very poor. And to a lot of Chelsea fans, I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. In fact, I've been saying this since I saw Maresca in Chelsea. Right? I am a football analyst. It doesn't matter the club I support. You don't know the club I support, but I'm here to analyze the game as they come, right? Immediately I saw Chelsea signing Maresca. I told my friend that is a Chelsea fan, I say, bro, this guy is not it. This guy is not the standard. This guy is not what Chelsea wants. Although a lot of Chelsea fans were fed up with Pochettino, but I was able to speak up and say, this guy is not the guy for the job. Look at the position Chelsea are in. They were supposed to be in 3rd position after that game, but they messed it all up. Thierry won to Brighton. That's a disgrace. At Stamford Bridge, for that matter, you needed to see the fans. They were leaving already. They were leaving because there's nothing to play for because there's no drive. There's no. Now, let me even get to the Enzos. Now, Chelsea is suffering from Enzo paremic perfidia. If there's any sickness like that in this world, because when you look at Chelsea's midfield, there is nothing Enzo Fernandez is adding to this team. Enzo Fernandez has been one of, although there's another very poor Chelsea player in the team. I'll come to him in a minute. But Enzo Fernandez has been a very, very poor player for Chelsea, not helping the team in any way, whether attacking, whether defending. Caicedo is having to do a lot. Caicedo is having to sweat his ass out to protect that Chelsea backline. Enzo Fernandez does nothing in adding to the attack. He does nothing adding to the defense. But Enzo Maresca is daddy because obviously Maresca has to be Enzo Fernandez's father because why are they answering Enzo? Right? You have a player like Enzo that is not in form. Get him on the bench. Unfortunately, Cole Palmer is injured. Unfortunately, Colwill is injured. So the team, there is no experience. The only player that has experience in that Chelsea team is Reece James. Apart from Rich James, the rest guys are not experienced. And now they are playing Benfica next in the Champions League. I can tell you for a fact, they will blow that game. Right? Now, you got to red card, back to the red card situation. Just relax and manage the game proper. Leave your attackers there. Brighton is not... Even Brighton, they were shocked. Just the way Manchester United were shocked when Maresca started making a lot of changes, right? Brighton believed that, we can go for this, so let's get into this game. Let's see what we can get from this game. And that's exactly what they did. They brought on Welbeck, right? Bringing on Welbeck with the goals, it's so sad. It's so sad for Maresca at this point. Immediately, they put in that young player, Ashipong. I was telling the person I was sitting close to, I said, this boy's confidence is too much. His confidence is going to affect his game. It's okay to be so confident as a player. It's okay to always want to play well, to always want to be confident on the ball, but not all the time. You are the last man, Immediately, you make a mistake. Back there, we still play small ball, not look us like that. And because we don't come, they sit down front of mind, they talk about football. If you say we don't know what they talk, we play small ball. When you are the last man on the line, you have no reason. I repeat, you have no reason to gamble because any mistake whatsoever you make, straight on your goal. There's absolutely nothing your goalkeeper can do. And that's exactly what Ashipong, that boy, did. Too confident on the ball. It's okay to have a little bit of confidence, but you need to understand that the other players that you are playing with, they are not dumb. They are calculating you. They are watching your footsteps and everything, right? Very, very poor game. Joao Pedro, still struggling just like he did against Manchester United. A lot of persons will say it was isolated at the front, but it doesn't seem to be working for Chelsea at this point. And I think a lot of Chelsea fans would blame Enzo Maresca. And personally, for me, as a neutral fan, as a football fan, I would blame Enzo Maresca because I feel the experience, he is supposed to be the experienced one in this whole team, but he's showing to the fans and to the players that, see, I don't know what I'm doing. Because once there's a problem, right, the next form of solving that problem for Maresca is to escalate the problem. That's it. It's so sad. Chelsea fan, tell me, what do you think in the comments? Are you impressed with Enzo Maresca? Do you feel that this is the time to sack Enzo Maresca, or you want to see how far it can go with you guys in the season? Because this Premier League season is going to be a very crazy, crazy season, right? Do you feel that Enzo Maresca is the man for the job, or is going to take you guys back to the trenches? You don't want to be in that situation where Pochettino left you guys. Although towards the ending of Pochettino's season, he did some very good jobs, but it was not stable, and now with Maresca suffering the same problem. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. As a Chelsea fan, what do you think about Enzo Maresca? What do you think about Enzo Fernandez? And what do you think about your defensive lineup? Being that you guys are playing Benfica next, do you think you guys have what it takes to win that game? Now, Chalobah is out with a red card. You have to still know that as well. Let me know in the comment. And if this is the first time you're seeing this channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because every week game football, we go out there and we get real fans' reaction to every game that is being played from Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, whatsoever. So make sure to leave a subscribe. You know, when you subscribe, you are telling us that keep on doing what you're doing, keep on uploading the videos we're seeing you, and I really appreciate you. I appreciate the 100 persons that are subscribed now. I think 109 persons. Let's get it up, bro. Let's get it up. See you.